Hey everyone, Gaijin Goomba here. Today I want to tell you about a god amongst mushrooms, a being whose unnatural power is rivaled only by his ability to hide amongst the commoners, a cloud-riding deity of lightning and thunder, Lakitu. Don't laugh, I'm being completely serious. Lakitu is a god, and not just a celestial creature like I mentioned in that Bowser video I did a while back. I mean a full-fledged god. Ever wonder why he's able to command and ride the clouds of the Mushroom Kingdom? Curious as how he seems to save you just in the nick of time anywhere, anytime in Mario Kart? Behind those thick-rimmed glasses and love of video recording is a fierce deity who commands the very skies. Although rare, we've seen in various Mario games the true power that Lakitu wields. In Yoshi's Island, in the level simply called Blizzard, we see him summon a massive ball of energy that shockwaves the land. In New Yoshi's Island, in the level titled Bandit's Valley, we see him attacking in a similar way, but this time it's massive balls of electricity. Finally, in Mario Power Tennis for the GameCube, we see him acting as a line judge, also tasked with keeping out Kremlings in Donkey Kong's Jungle Court by blasting them with widespread lightning. Now what else do we know about Lakitu in this form? Besides riding his trademark Happy Cloud, he also appears to be a shade closer to red than orange. And finally, he seems to be surrounded by floating cylinders of some kind? All of these traits parallel to an ultra-powerful god you may have heard of in our world, Daijin. Aside from being a minor character from one of the most controversial Final Fantasy games of all time, Daijin is also a prominent god in Shinto. Also known as Yakuza no Ikazuchi, Daijin was born of the first recorded kami, Izanami and Izanagi, after the two created the Four Islands of Japan. Traveling with a rather spiny-looking companion named Daiju, Daijin travels on clouds, bringing thunder and lightning wherever he goes by beating those circles of drums called shime daiko that float behind him. Fun fact, it was thought that Daijin savored the belly buttons and abdomen of children as delicacies. During rainstorms, parents would warn their children to cover their bellies, lest he come and take them away. This would likely explain why Daijin is often depicted as rather sinister looking. When doing a side-by-side comparison between Daijin and this thunder form of Lakitu, the resemblance is uncanny. The red skin, the lobbing of lightning, and the circle of shime daiko, all of this is enough evidence to show that the two are one and the same. Now, before you tell me that this idea of Lakitu being a weather god was an afterthought brought along by the Yoshi series, then explain this. This excerpt was from a Japanese-only movie called Super Mario Bros. Pichihime Kyushutsu Daisakusen, or The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. And this aired back on July 20th, 1986, almost 10 years prior to Thunder Lakitu's first appearance in Yoshi's Island. While not created by Nintendo itself, the movie's production studio, Grouper Studios, worked very closely with Nintendo to use this film as a tie-in for the original Super Mario Bros. 2. And if we know anything about Nintendo, it's that they tend to have a massive stranglehold over their first-party IP. So I can only assume that Lakitu being able to control weather was established long before the West first saw his true power. Crazy that something so small can have such a huge cultural nod. Personally, these are the references that I love the most in video games. Small enough that you really have to look for them, but substantial enough that they're really worth digging into. But thanks for watching, everyone! If you want to check out even more culture references in Mario games, click that little eye at the top right of the screen, these annotations or links in the description below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the newest Game Theorists videos. But until next time everyone, this is Gaijin Goomba signing out.